welcome back to the channel. If you're new to the channel, then welcome to the channel. It is Monday. That means this video is the Monday Mash. So yesterday here in the UK we had a storm. So we locked ourselves in with some wine and some TV. The actual TV has not come back on yet, so I think there's some cables down or something. I think there's talk of trees down stuff. I did go out in the car last night to get said wine and had to dodge quite a lot of tree branches and stuff in the road. So wasn't feeling too safe in my soft top convertible, but there you go, I made it safe and sound. The place is a tip, so I'm going to get on and clean that up first, and then we're going to get on with the video. Well, that's a bit better. So the song, the Hutch Club collaboration song that you guys have written and I put together, has come out really well. A couple of people have sent me their email addresses and I have sent the track to them. So if anybody else wants to add any parts to the song before I go ahead and do the final mixing and stuff, then get them to me as soon as you can. And I'll get that track finished. There's a nice long section at the end of the track where you can add a guitar solo, and there's space within the song to add guitar work as well. If you want to add drums or keys or anything, then please then give me your email address and I can send it on to you. I want to take this opportunity to shout out a couple of other channels. A big shout out to Big Beat Records Music, who did a remix of the song that we did in Hutch Club, put a video to it. Obviously did quite a bit of work on it. I know that a lot of us agreed that the midsection to it wasn't really what we were looking for, but you know, it's his interpretation, and massive thank you for putting the effort in and doing that. He's got it on his YouTube channel. You can go and check that out if you haven't done already. I'll leave a link in the description for that. Also, shout out to Florentin Tise. He had his YouTube channel hacked. This has been going on a few channels actually. It's quite a scary thing. And he had his YouTube channel hacked, and I think he lost his channel and had to start all over again. He's a great classical player. I went over there and subscribed to his channel. I encourage you to do the same. And he's since come back and subscribed to me and left some nice comments on my videos and stuff like that. So shout out to you, man. Thank you very much for that, and I hope that you get back on track with your channel soon. Other channels that you should check out if you haven't already: Dr. Nerd. Go check out his guitar channel. He makes wicked guitar videos and does lots of mods and stuff to guitars. Very, very well put together stuff. He's a frequenter in the Hutch Club as well and contributed a lot of lyrics to the new song. Very cool guy, very cool videos. Go check him out. Also, CGS, also known as the China Guitar Skeptic, but he's not the China Guitar Skeptic anymore, or China Mike. Very cool channel. His videos do inspire me sometimes, so I think it's only fair that I give him a shout out. The last video I did on my pod was inspired by his series of videos on the pod, so worth checking those out as well. Give him a subscribe and say I sent you. Rightio, so the main point of this video, this Monday Mash video, is to announce my new project, which I've called Guitars for All. What it basically is me trying to give back. I want to donate guitars to people that can't afford guitars or don't have access to guitars, in an effort to try and, you know, help them with whatever illnesses they might have, or just maybe just because they just can't afford a guitar and want to learn the instrument. I know from experience what it's like. Quick backstory: I mean, I'm going back 25 years. When me and my wife, before we were married and we were together, we were very, very skint, if you like, unemployable because we were too young. I sold all my gear to literally put food on the table, and gave up on guitar for quite a while, for a couple of years, until my wife surprised me one birthday and she saved and saved and saved the pennies without me knowing and bought me a guitar. It was only a cheap thing. It was a Rhino by Washburn, I think it was. It was like an Eddie Van Halen type looking thing, but it got me back into playing, and I have not stopped playing since. And I don't know what would have happened if she hadn't done that for me. Since then, and through my whole career, or my whole journey as a musician, I have been on the receiving end of lots and lots of generosity when it comes to gear and things like that. When the chips have been down, like they are right now. And some of you may know, or may have seen the video I did on my amp over there. And I need valves, and I can't afford to buy the valves at the moment, so I can't get the amp running properly. There is 5 preamp valves winging their way from Germany to me right now from one of my subscribers, and it's things like that that inspire me to do what I'm doing now. I've also received other things from subscribers lately, like strings, guitar parts and things like that, so massive thank you to you guys for that. You know who you are. Thank you so much. Now this is the amp in question, and it means a lot to me because I didn't buy this amp at all. The amp itself, which is the PP18 from Amp Maker, was actually bought for me from one of my dearest friends years and years and years ago when I needed a guitar amp for a band I was touring in. And the cabinet itself was actually bought for me by my wife for my 40th birthday. So this amp means a lot to me. It's very sentimental. It's a very, very good amp as well. And it just needs a preamp valve in there. So it's going to be up and running soon. The remaining valves I get are going to breathe life back into this one, which is my Ashton Viper 30, which I toured a lot with, and again is quite sentimental to me and is a wicked amp, so I'm really looking forward to getting that running again too. So thank you. Doing this project has been something that I've been meaning to do for a long time. It's like I've got a calling to do it. And I keep putting it off because I keep saying to myself, I just need to be in a better place myself. I just need my YouTube channel to be a bit bigger and support me a little bit more before I do it. And you know what? Enough excuses. I'm just going to do it. It doesn't matter. I can put the time in. I have more stuff than I need. Yeah, I don't have really high-end guitars and stuff like that, but I got everything I need. So I don't need to build my collection up anymore. No working guitarist needs any more than 2 or 3 guitars anyway. I have a good Strat, and I have a good Telecaster, and I have a couple of good acoustic guitars, and I have a nice bass guitar. But I do have a couple of guitars to get me going. I've got this one in the corner here. It's been sat here for ages, and I did a mod on it. I don't know if you can see it, a little while ago where I did the sliding pickups on it. You can check out that video. So this is going to be the first one I'm going to put together. I'm going to put it back to like a regular state with just 3 pickups in there. And working as it should, and that one will be set up and donated. The other one is over here, and it's a bass guitar. It doesn't have any strings on it at the moment, but it's fully working. I just need to stick some strings on it. That belongs to my old bass player. It's his spare bass, and he has kindly said, yeah, donate that one too. It's literally been sitting there a year and not been used. The last time it was used was on my EP, which was over a year ago, I think. I also have this 12-string body, which deserves to be rebuilt, but it's going to take a bit of work to do that one, so I'll just have to wait for that one, I think. I'm also doing this one for a friend of mine. He is in a bad place at the moment too, and as he suffers with mental illness, and he's had to sell a lot of his gear. He runs his own studio. I'll leave a link in the description for his channel. And it's just really like tugs at my heartstrings when I see people having to do that. So I promise I will get this one finished as well. I've had this for quite a while, but I put a hold on it because the weather got bad, and I've been doing a refinish on it. But it's a little project that I'm doing for him. So I hope to get this one finished soon, and I'll deliver this down to him. And finally, I have this aria here, which I do love, but I only paid £5 for it. I don't play it at all really, and it just hangs on the wall looking pretty. I sometimes get it out in streams and it causes a reaction, but you know what, that can go to there's no point me keeping older stuff that are just going to lie around doing nothing when they can be used, put to good use. So this one will be set up and donated to. As you can see, I've got a few guitars to get me going. It is kind of selfish of me just to leave them there, and they're just gathering dust, not doing anything, so we're going to put them to good use, and we're going to donate them to some people that need them. I have reached out to a few charities. One is quite a large charity, I won't name them. They deliver guitars to people all over the world, and it's a great thing, brilliant, love it. I reached out to them and said, how could I get involved? Can I donate some guitars to you? Or at the very least I could offer my services, repairing guitars, setting them up for people, that kind of thing. The response I got wasn't one I expected, and was kind of patronising in a way, but in short they said that they only buy new guitars to donate, and their saying is if they're not good enough to play themselves, then they wouldn't give them away. Which, yeah, I didn't take too kindly to that, but that's down to them. So basically what they want is money and only money. So I walked away from that one. Another one was Joss Stone, if you remember her. She gets involved in lots and lots of charities, and one of them is donating guitars as well. I emailed her 4 days ago, I think, or her company or her people, and I've had no reply yet. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to just start local. I'm going to start small. There is a music school run by someone that I know, who I went to school with actually. I don't know too well, but he runs a music school. I've contacted him. He got back to me and said, yeah, he's going to let me know if there's anybody that would benefit from that. There's also another music school down in Brighton, which is near me, which I will contact as well. I know they would probably appreciate some donations for their students. And failing that, I shall just put the word out and rely on people letting me know as well. So if you do know anybody or any organisations or anything like that that would benefit from a donation of a guitar, bass, acoustic, whatever I've got on hand, then please let me know and I'll make it happen. Also want to add, I have put a new tier on my Patreon page where you can donate $5 a month if you want to. That money will go towards buying parts to do guitar builds and postage costs and stuff like that, and will generally support the channel and enable me to put time into doing that. Alternatively, you can just donate $1 a month if you just want to support the channel. That would be awesome too. Alternatively, you can just simply send me parts. I mean, anything is going to be helpful, whether it's some pickups or a bridge or tuners, a neck, a broken guitar, something that you know that's just been sitting in the attic and doesn't really work anymore or whatever. Contact me either on the YouTube or find me on Facebook. I'm quite easy to find, and we can work out how I can collect those from you and put them to use. Another thing you could do is simply just tell your friends, share my channel, watch the videos, comment, like, subscribe if you haven't. It will all help me push this channel further forwards, and the bigger it gets, obviously the more ad revenue it's going to make and the more I'm going to be able to put into this project. So that is really it for this Monday mash. Thank you for watching. If you do like my channel and guitar related stuffs, then please do hit the like, comment and subscribe. It helps me out in a big way, like I just said. I'll see you on Thursday for Thursday Hutch Club, where we are collaboratively writing songs to put an album together, hopefully to release by Christmas, which will also be for charity, but we'll decide on that charity, or you guys can decide on that charity as we get closer to it. We're one song down, nearly finished, so it's a lot of fun, so you should come along to that too. So, only one thing left to say, and that is peace. Till next time, cue the jingle. 1, 2, 3, 4. If you like my YouTube show, hit like and comment and get involved. If you dig my vibe, then hit subscribe and never miss an episode of my YouTube show. Peace. Till next time.